Welcome to Basic Brewing Video. I'm James Spencer.
I'm Steve Wilkes.
We're going to start off, we're recording 3 shows today.
Wait till the third one.
Yeah. We're going to start off mild, an English mild, in fact.
Nice.
It's yet another in the no chill series. I wanted to do a beer that was no chill, that had a little bit of hop character. So I did the no chill thing, and then I did some dry hopping.
Nice.
So that's it.
Okay.
So
let's move on.
So it's a really simple beer. That's what I'm calling an English mild. I don't know. It may or may not fit the style guidelines. The style guidelines are pretty wide as far as that's concerned. But here we go. We started out with 7 pounds or 3.2 kilograms of Maris Otter, 1 pound or 450 grams of brown malt. I mashed that at 150 degrees Fahrenheit or 65 C for an hour. And then into the boil at 60 minutes, a 60-minute boil, I put 1 ounce or 28 grams of UK Fuggle at 5.5% alpha acid. And that's all the hops that I put in the beer on brew day. And I racked it into my no-chill container, let it cool overnight, and then I poured it into my fermenter the next day and pitched Imperial Organic Yeast 805 Voyager yeast. And let it ferment. And on the 3rd day of fermentation, I dry hopped with another ounce or 28 grams of UK Fuggle and let that sit in there for 4 days. And then I bottled after that. So starting gravity 1037, final gravity 1010, only 3.6% ABV. And a little bit of trivia here: if you brew this kind of beer and you bottle condition it with the priming sugar, it's a real ale.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a tiny cask beer right here.
That's right.
But it's a real ale, and it's a real English mild.
I'm all about bottle conditioning.
Yeah, well, there
Personally,
you go.
I prefer it. Shall we try it?
Yeah, let's try it.
We're wasting film. When you get your English pub glasses, I see.
Yeah, those are bigger than your standard pint glasses. Those came from like Bed Bath & Beyond or something like. Oh, you gave yourself the cookie.
That's okay. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, it's a pretty beer. Yeah. It's what would you call that? It's kind of it's not quite a porter color.
No,
it's like
kind
between
of
an amber ale and a porter color.
Mine's pretty yeasty.
Well, I wonder why. You've got the real ale there.
Oh, nice. Real nice. Nice and clean.
Now, we tasted this beer before a few weeks ago, and you said at that time that you thought it might have needed a little more body, if I can paraphrase. Do you feel the same? Of course, now you've got a bunch of yeast in there, but
it's not that bad.
But I think for a low gravity beer, I think it stands up pretty well. It's carbonated a little bit more since we tasted it.
Yeah, a little bit. And no, I think it's great. I can't speak to being an expert on mild ales. It is a broad category. And it's a traditional beer, meaning that one town's mild wouldn't be the same as another town's mild if you really go back to the roots of the beer. But they are low gravity beers. They're meant to be sessionable. They're meant to be low hopped. They share that, and this has all of that. So it's nicely balanced. There's enough hops to balance the beer. The other examples of this style that I have had have been maltier and thicker. But I'm not saying that as like that's how it should be. I'm just saying that I think that this style of beer has a lot of room to play, and it's really good. It's clean as a whistle. The Voyager did a great job.
Yeah. There's a little bit of yeasty fruitiness in there. I fermented it at room temperatures, probably 68, 70 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's got just enough caramel notes to be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm happy with the malt bill. I think if you wanted it to be a little thicker, this is not watery by any means, in my opinion.
No.
But if you wanted it to be a little thicker, you could put some light colored crystal malt in there, like crystal 10, something
10 or 20.
10 or 20, because the colors are going to come from the brown malt, and I don't think you want to mess with that.
Right.
And you don't want it to be too roasty or you know.
Right. You don't want to inadvertently turn it into a porter
Right.
or a stout. You know, you don't want to. A lot of times, folks, it seems like the beers are on a continuum in a way, and so if you always throw in 3 or 4 ounces of black patent malt and 3 or 4 ounces of chocolate malt, you pretty much get a stout every time. I don't care what you call it.
Yeah, this isn't roasty. I like the brown malt in that it is. It's got kind of a, without being roasty, it's got kind of a darker bread character, like the crust.
Yeah.
A crust of bread, rather than say coffee,
Right.
or something like that.
It's like a whole wheat crust. It's like what you cut off of the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's that part.
In liquid form.
Well, yeah.
So I don't know, I do get a little bit of hop presence, you know, from the dry hopping. You know, 1 ounce of Fuggle is not a whole lot of, you know, dry hopping, you know, when you're used to like drinking big, you know, American IPAs and such as that. But I do think that there is a you know, kind of a, I don't know, spicy, or there's fresh
Definitely.
hop character in there that we haven't been getting from the other no-chill beers that I've been brewing. So
Good job. It's a
you
nice
go.
beer.
super simple.
And it's nice to know that you can brew a 3.5% beer and
Yeah.
it's satisfying.
Yeah,
They don't all have to be 9% beers.
yeah. This is a slightly darker beer that's perfect in the summertime. There you go.
Good job.
All right. Thank you, sir.
I'm
He's done.
please. I got the short end of the stick.
This is only the first show, so. All right. Happy brewing, everybody.
Happy brewing.
Cheers.
Come and visit us online. At basicbrewing.com, you can find archive lists of our audio and video podcasts on home brewing. You can also find our DVDs and our brewer's logbook, where you can track and log up to 50 batches of beer. If you're in Fayetteville, Arkansas, stop by Steve's Brew Shop or find him online at stevesbrewshop.com.
It's like, I don't know, it kind of fills that same niche as like a cream ale, except it's a little bit of a brown ale. You know what I mean? It's got a little bit more caramelly, but it's that same weight of beer.
Yeah.